I have the answer everyone's been looking for. The mystery has been solved. The missing roll pin from the last video, well, we call it a roll pin because it's the closest resemblance we come up with. If you forgot, these pieces, 2 of them, inside the fuel regulator. I've probably gotten 10, 15 messages asking what is it we have to know. So we did a little digging, looking at some old parts that used to be on the car, and we found our answer. Before I go and explain all this, we have to take a step back and talk about what happened leading up to this. This spring when Johnny got the car put together, he called and he said, hey, I got everything put together. You want to come over and just help me fire it for the first time, stare at the computer, make sure it's not going to explode. Yep, sounds good. So I go down, fire the car up. It's running pretty good. It seems a hair off. Almost like a miss maybe. So Johnny starts checking cylinder temps with the gun, and we've got 1 dead cylinder. So we move a coil and it's not moving with it. So then we decided to move an injector and it follows. We marked the bad one when we took it out with this green tape. This green tape signifies this was our dead hole. So we took it apart. Now, me not knowing what I'm looking for, seemed like the best idea to take a second one apart to compare. So I'm going to kind of show you what we found when we took it apart. Keep in mind, green bad, not green good. Good. So notice how the good one has a little spring to it. 2 body halves want to separate like they should. The bad one just lays here flat. No spring, it's just there, just sits there. Okay, so here comes the anatomy of an injector. So if we take this off, we've got part A, doesn't matter. We'll call this a plunger. Okay, everything looks good, nice and clean. We've got our spring. Now, if we look down in the body here, you'll see what's almost like a step, almost what looks like the pieces we took out of the regulator. Oh man, let's just compare. Let's remember what we were looking at here. I can't hold this together, but you get the idea. There's 2 of these. Those. God, could they be? Well, that can't be. So now, let's break down our other injector. Let's see here. Oh, geez, it's like there's nothing to hold the spring back. God, maybe if we could put like a couple of these in here, you know, and just maybe, yeah, just kind of hammer that in there. That would provide a good positive stop for the spring. Yeah, the spring, then that would sit on top, and it would keep it. Yeah, I think that's mystery solved there. The funny part about this is I actually edited out about a 1-minute rant in the MagnaFuel regulator rebuild video about what happens when you run a certain brand of injectors. I took it out because I was trying to be civil and not jump to conclusions, because I just wouldn't want to believe that anybody that spends that much money on a set of injectors, that could happen to them. But yet here we are making a video. So you can see that in the bore there is some very light rust. Now, whether these came out of the box like this, or it's because they sat in the car for a month before the car got started, I don't know. So I'm all for being fair, and I can appreciate the theory that via the garage heater and being springtime, it caused some moisture to end up in places it shouldn't be. I can agree with that. And if moisture does that, I'm not going to use them, because I know of probably 10 sets of these things that have been used, abused, fuel left in them, methanol left in them, and springtime after springtime they fire up without missing. We just sent out a set with 3 years on them. The system had never been cleaned. It doesn't get winterized. We just park the car in a garage and send it out. And the results came back perfect. So at the end of the day, I'm going to stick to my Bosch 210 injectors that don't fail. They always work. Trusty as hell. I mean, just look at it. There's nothing, what's going to go wrong here? And if it did go bad for some unknown reason, which is probably my fault anyhow, I'll just get another one off eBay, order them in the bulk, keep them in a bin over here. So, run whatever injector you like, but at the end of the day, I would take 2 of these over 1 of these any day. Johnny, what's the concern?
I don't know what the concern is.
You should be concerned for Ryan.
I am.
Okay, so I got a real fuck you.
What? What's happening?
What is happening?
What are you doing? Seriously.
I went to tug on the steering wheel, see if it'd come off, and it came out like 2 inches, okay? Is that normal?
Johnny, is the steering wheel tight?
Is that normal? Anybody? We're okay with this? We're good?
Johnny, what's going on here?
Oh, wow! So we're good? Let's let it rip. Yeah, it's gonna stay?